Hi everyone, this is Mike Matsuno. Welcome to the Man in Japan Global Locals video podcast, where we feature people who have lived abroad for an extended period of time. Today we have Hiroki Endo, who's originally from Japan and who's been living in Canada for 2 years. Hi Hiroki, welcome to the Global Locals video podcast. Thanks for taking the time and joining us today.
Hi Mike, thank you for having me today. And so I'm really excited about talking about my life here. And so thank you for giving me this opportunity for me. Thank you.
No, thanks again for joining us. So let's jump right into it, Hiroki. Where in Japan are you from?
I'm from Yokohama, the Kanagawa prefecture. It's kind of a big city in Japan.
And when did you come to Canada?
Oh, I came here 2 years ago, in 2022 April. So I've been here for 2 years and 3 months now.
And when you first came, did you come on to study English? Did you study English at a school, or what did you do when you first came to Canada 2 years ago?
Oh, the first 2 months, I went to the English school.
Already after 2 months, you could converse well enough that you didn't have to have any more studying of English?
To be honest, my English, feel I have to improve it more. I just go next step and I joined college. We have here, Canada give us a really good opportunity, and I applied to co-op visa, and I just have to go to the college. So I just started studying about the business at the college.
I see. So after 2 years of studying English language, then you applied into the university in Canada and became a business student. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is a private college.
And how long did you go there? How many months or years did you go there?
Oh, I went there for a year.
And what did you learn? How to do accounting or marketing, or what did you learn there?
It was called a business foundation. So actually I didn't have any experience of the business in Japan. So actually I just learned everything really it was really covered the wide range. For example, accounting, the sales, even the communication and the global communication.
So before you came to Canada, did you go to the university, or did you after high school? Did you come directly after high school?
Oh, actually I graduated from Japanese university. After that I worked as a English teacher at the high school for 5 years.
I see. Oh wow.
So I just
very
came,
young.
Yeah, when I came here I was 27 years old.
Oh, I see. Okay, kind of unusual your situation then, yeah? So you graduate from the university in Japan and you get a job as an English teacher and you teach for 5 years, correct? And what made you decide to quit and then come to Canada?
Japanese education is changing a lot now, from analog style to digital style. So actually when just before when I came here, the COVID that happened. So the work environment, they totally changed. And actually I didn't feel uncomfortable, but I thought I have to change something too.
How did you decide, okay, I'm gonna save money and then go to Canada? I mean, is that what you decided?
Actually, it's kind of an inappropriate way, but thanks to COVID, I couldn't go out hang out with my friends, so I could save money. And so that's why I have money, so I can go next step in my life. So I just think about after something new just came up, studying abroad, to broaden my mind.
Did you ever study abroad when you're in the university, or this is your first time?
Actually this is my first time. I just went to the Australia for 3 months for volunteer as a Japanese assistant teacher. So actually I was only 3 months, so this kind of long staying abroad is my first experience.
Okay, so you go 2 months to a language school, then you do 1 year of business, and then what happens?
And after that I just started working a full-time here. And so I'm working on the customer relationship of Japanese liquor, Japanese sake, Japanese beer. So I go to a liquor store and I have to talk to the manager to install our product.
So is the company you're working for a Japanese owned company, or is it a Canadian owned company?
Actually this is a local company, but my boss is Japanese and the CEO is from Taiwan.
Oh, interesting. So you're pushing in Canada now, not pushing, but selling like sake, what, Japanese beer? What else are you selling? Shochu?
Shochu, like yes, we have like the shochu in product line, but actually like shochu is quite expensive here, like due to the custom. So it's not a big hit here. Like,
So what sells the best of the Japanese alcohol in Canada?
oh, actually like Japanese stuff is really like trending now. So like in Vancouver, like 2 months ago, like a marugame udon like open, and like a lot like sushi restaurant is opening now, and like ramen is kind of the trend. So actually like Japanese, the style Japanese vibes is kind of like a big hit now. So that's why like Japanese sake is moving like so well now, like a Japanese beer too.
So what do you sell the most of the alcohol? Is it sake or is it beer?
Oh, actually the number of the bottles, the beer, because it's kind of like affordable and approachable like to like North American people. But like the amount, like I mean like the sales amount is like a sake is like more like higher volume.
Oh, really? And so are you enjoying this job? And you represent Japan in a way in Canada, and you're pushing a Japanese product out, which is great. Are you enjoying what you're doing now?
Yeah, I really love that job. Like I didn't imagine before like I work for like I'm in the liquor, like a liquor industry. But this is like it's amazing like industry. I really love to be the part of like this industry. I really love that job now.
Wow. And what kind of visa are you on? Are you on a working visa now?
Actually I'm using like a co-op visa now.
Oh, what
and
is
like
that?
I'm gonna extend with my like working holiday later. Means like the Canada government like gives us the opportunity to study and like to be practical like on that field. Like program for like a specialty like education.
So you got the co-op visa after only 1 year at a business school?
Actually like so this is a kind of like set of like the class, like 1 year class and the 1 year like internship.
I see.
So
I
like
see.
actually like during the internship like I can work as a full-time. Like Canada, they have a lot like immigrants, and actually
Right.
this is really good chance for like immigration. And like Canada has some like after graduation program too, like if we go to the university or college like 2 years or 4 years, we can stay like 3 years more.
Right. I remember. And then I think even after 3 years, people can apply to be like a permanent resident or something too, right? Canada
That's
is
true.
much more open to immigration, I guess. What do
Yeah, it
you
is
like
correct.
about what do you like about Canada? Tell me what is so attractive to you about Canada?
Oh, actually, like I just only stay in the Vancouver. So when it comes to the Vancouver, so actually the Vancouver is really like accessible to like the nature and like a beach. I really love that like kind of like vibes. And like Vancouver is quite similar to like Yokohama because both are like port town. And so I just feel like really that they feel comfortable now. And actually like Vancouver is really like diversity, like multiple like nationalism now. So actually I can access like all like good like restaurant here.
Yeah, I recall when I went to Vancouver, I was surprised to see so many Asians living and working, or Canadian Asians. Is that still the case, that there's a lot of Asians who have immigrated to Canada or Vancouver?
Yes, it is true. I just see a lot like Asian like walking on the street.
So you feel very comfortable, easy to live in Vancouver.
Yes, actually I have no problem, but like the problem is like the price is quite higher like compared to Japan.
Oh, really? Tell me what's expensive in Vancouver.
Oh, like easy comparison, like when I have like some ramen, like cheapest ones start from like the $14.
Wow.
In
14
Japanese
Canadian
like
dollars.
1,500 yen or something. Yes.
Right. Wow, that is kind of high, yeah?
Yeah.
Prices are high, but isn't the pay, the minimum wage and things much higher than in Japan?
Oh, that is correct too. Actually, like this June, like a minimum wage is increased like 60 cents. So now it's gonna be like around like 17 something.
Wow, $17, right?
Yes.
That would be in what, Japanese yen, like what, 1,700 yen or 1,600 yen in yen?
Now like a Japanese yen is so weak, like 1,800 yen, 1,850 yen.
Wow. So what is your plan for the future? Do you plan to stay in Canada and work and just keep keep going, or are you just going to do it for a few years and maybe go back to Japan? What are you thinking for the future?
To be honest, I'm planning to go back to Japan now because like I miss my family. I like miss my like Japanese food. Just for me, like I just feel like it's really hard to live here, like because of the price.
Okay, so cost is a big thing for you, right? Cost. What about making friends and feeling accepted in Canada? Do you feel like accepted, or do you still feel like an outsider? How do you feel about living in Canada as someone from Japan?
Oh, actually, like Vancouver is really easy place to make a friend because like the beach is really close and a lot of students like living in Vancouver. So actually, we have a lot of opportunities to have a friend. But the point is like international students just go back to their country like in like 1 year, like the at most like 2 years. So now I've stayed here like for 2 years. Actually, like almost all my friends just went back to Japan and like to their country.
So you didn't have any, I think you didn't have any idea that, oh, I might want to immigrate. You just came for the experience, and after your experience, you're going to go back to Japan, correct?
That is true.
And when you go back, is it going to be easy to get a job? Like, are you going to be an English teacher again, or are you going to do something in sales or business? What are you planning to do?
Oh, actually, like I'm just planning to like do something like different job like from Japanese like English teacher, because like I just want to broaden like my mind more. Like I just need to see like a real like a business world.
Okay, so you're going to go back and you're going to work in maybe in Japanese business somehow.
Yes.
So after doing this experience and living in Canada, Vancouver for two years, what do you miss the most about Japan? Japanese food, you said.
Food.
What else? What else?
Actually, like I miss like my friends too, because like I'm 29 years old. All my friends like got married in Japan, and I missed I think 7 or 8 like weddings. So you know, I just feel like I missed a big moment for my friend and for my life. So it's kind of like it's really hard for me.
I see. So your friends, food, anything else you miss? A lot of people miss ofuro. Do you miss ofuro?
Oh, that's I really love like onsen. Like
onsen.
Yeah, every week, like when I was in Japan, like every week I went to like sento and take a sauna. So yeah, like here it's really hard to find like a place to have like a bath. Like we have to go to like some like a pool or something. So yeah, I really miss the ofuro, and like sometimes like a tatami futon. That is really true.
Okay, so you missed that about Japan. Now that you're in Canada, what do you like about Canada that you wish Japan had or did?
Oh, like the weather is the best here. Like you know, like the summer actually like it is really bright until like 10 p.m. and like people really like easy access to like a beach, and so we can have like a really chilling time after work. So like the weather here is like best for me. Like so I just want to stay like here like in summertime. That is amazing.
Right, because the other times of the year it's raining a lot, correct?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we like Vancouver is called like as the Raincouver, like ironically.
I didn't know that. Raincouver. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you love the weather. Anything else? What do you think about like how Canadian? I know your boss is Japanese, but how do Canadians think and how do Japanese think? Do you think there is some kind of difference?
Oh, that is really interesting question. Like actually, like yes, it is different. Like I mean, like the people like the grown up in Canada, so I think they just feel like really like confident on themselves. But like Japanese, yeah, like it is a good part of Japanese. I think like that this is a good part of the Japanese too. But like a lot hesitation. It's really like hard to be affirmative, and so like sometimes feel like Canada is really comfortable like environment for me.
So you're saying that in Canada, people people have more confidence and you're able to express your opinion. Is that what you're saying?
I just feel like Canadian doesn't say no to their the competent. I mean, like if they don't have any experience, they just start saying yes. Like for me, Japanese start with like a no. So that's really like interesting for me. So I think the Canadian just start something like they're really open mind to the challenge. So that's a point. So they're not afraid of like making mistake.
Hiroki, you're saying that Canadians are more of a risk taker, or even if they cannot do it, or maybe they don't have experience, they still say yes, I can do it. Is that what you're saying?
I just feel so like like they don't hesitate to make a mistake and really be positive all the time, and like I just feel really confident to say like I'm okay for everything.
I see. So they're very positive and maybe optimistic, maybe is a good word.
Oh, that's a good word. Yes, optimistic. Yes.
So you're saying that Japanese tend to be more not negative but more scared or afraid to take chances, so they kind of not try, and because they're worried about if they can do it or not. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I just feel so like the Canadian like really open for the challenge, but like Japanese, they concerned about like if I made a mistake or what would I do to fix it. So I think like like a Japanese is more like a responsible. I know it's not a correct word. Like Japanese is like it's really hard to say. I think like Japanese is more like the responsible for the like when it comes to the job.
So maybe more conscientious about
Yes.
like doing a good job and things. But on the other side, the Canadians are more positive and kind of like, hey, whatever happens, we can do it, and we'll try. They're open to the challenge.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like I just feel like that.
So it's kind of like a risk taking, right? About risk taking. It's like that Japanese are not really risk takers usually. Like someone like you is very unusual. You're gonna work, teach 5 years, quit, and come to Canada. That's very unusual, right? Because like you said, all of your friends, they continued on working, they got married, they probably have families, some of them. So your situation, you're more of a risk taker among your friends. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can say that.
It makes sense though, right? Because Japanese tend to be more conservative, maybe more, they're good at, like you said, being responsible and doing a good job, but they're not willing to go too far outside of their boundaries. They're worried that if they go outside, maybe they cannot do it, and so they don't want to ever have to say I cannot do it, or they get scolding or make a mistake, so they just stay within their little boundary. Is that correct?
Yeah, I just feel like that. Actually, like it's really like a comfortable zone. So the Japanese stay inside, like like most of the Japanese.
And that's okay with you. When you go back to Japan, it's going to be like that, right? So after you've been in Canada for 2 years, do you think that now that your thinking is a little different, maybe you've been influenced by Canadians or the way they act or think, that if you go to Japan, do you think that maybe sometimes it's going to be a little bit boring, or it might be a little bit like too slow for you when you go back to Japan?
I don't think so. Like I mean, like for the working, like Japanese is really fast paced. So I don't think I'm gonna get bored. But like the point is like I have to get a sense of like a balancing of like challenging and be responsible, like be optimistic and be like conservative. So I have to run about like a balancing here.
Right. Yeah, because I've been in Japan 30 years and I work for a couple of companies in Japan, and for me it's very hard because the traditional system, and I'm not Japanese, so also it's difficult for me to know what to do or when to do something. But again, there is definitely a different mindset. That's why my question to you was, now that you've been in Canada and then you go back to Japan, if it will be maybe too slow for you. But you said it's going to be fine, so no problem then, correct?
No problem for me. Like I like some aspect of the Japanese work environment. I like some aspect of like Canadian work environment. So I just think everything is like, the point is a balance of everything.
So give me 3 qualities that you think Japanese have. 3 qualities, like, are they conscientious, are they punctual, or what do you think? Give me 3 qualities that you think
Oh,
that
you mean
Japanese
like a Japanese
have.
people?
Yeah, Japanese people in general.
The first, like punctual is really like a good point.
Okay.
And like
Punctual.
the second one, yeah, they're really like responsible. And like the third one, they just care about like the others in a good way.
So when you say that everyone is concerned about other people,
Yes.
so punctuality, they're always on time usually, and they're very responsible. They take their job seriously, and the third was that they care about others a lot, and they're concerned about other people.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, those three. Okay, give me 3 qualities of Canadians that you think is really good.
Oh, actually, like Canadians really like expose like the diversity like situation. So actually,
Okay.
like they're open mind to everything, and they're just relaxing like for the everything. And actually, like Canadian is really like I think they're really curious about like the new stuff. It's the opposite of like conservative.
Okay, so they're very like maybe assertive, sekikuteki, about learning, like be curiosity, and
Yes.
they're kind of like you said, everything's okay, and they're open to everything.
They're really like a chilling.
Just taking it easy, kick back, chilling, relaxing.
Oh yeah, that's a point. Like I just say like a really opposite side of the point of like a Japanese, like the extreme positive point of the Japanese. But like I just feel like that like feeling like relaxing and chilling. Yeah, sometimes like in time of the work that is too slow.
I see.
I just mail them like on Monday. They just like reply me back like on Thursday. So sometimes it's too chilling. Like something I just feel like. But
see.
like yeah, that is really like I love that like environment, like vibes. I really love that.
So chilling in that way is kind of like laid back, easygoing. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, it is true. Yes.
Now, give me 3 things that you think Japanese should do better, or you think that more Japanese should have or to learn. What kind of qualities do you think Japanese would be good for them to acquire?
Actually, like I think Japanese have to be more like assertive, of course. This is the biggest point.
Right.
And yeah, Japanese just actually like Japan is really like a unique environment because it's really like I just feel the Canada, it's really like diversity. Like everything is mixed. Like to be honest, like in Japan, like I went to the Japanese school and like I work as a Japanese school too, and like this like less than like 1%, like 2%, like it's all Japanese. So like Japan is really hard to learn about like the diversity. But like actually like the Japanese here, I mean like Japanese living in Canada, I mean like Vancouver, so they learn a lot and really they open their mind to everything. So yeah, this is like if Japanese are exposed to that environment, I think yeah, Japanese can be like way better than their like a boundary, their like safe, like comfortable zone. So they have to like go beyond that line.
So I hear 2 things from you. One is diversity, and 2 is being assertive.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's true.
Okay, what about Canadians? What do you think that if Canadians had, it would be better if they had, or they had these qualities? Or you think like, oh, maybe they're too slow, or what are a couple of things that you wish maybe Canadians had more of? Like I know one you said when you were working, you said
actually,
sometimes they're too easygoing. Maybe they're too easygoing sometimes, so their work is slow, or so maybe that's one. What else?
To be honest, like actually this is really difficult to like define like what is Canadian. Like actually this is really like mixed and diverse culture. So and I have like they have some crisis of identity crisis.
How do you think this experience in Canada for 2 years will help you in your future? This study abroad, work abroad experience, how is it going to help you, Hiroki?
Oh, actually, like I just like I experienced a lot here, and like I just was in really like a diversity like environment, and like actually I just have a new job here, and so I have a lot experience like of like marketing, like sales, and like everything, and I speak like English my second language. So like a lot stuff is happening to me now, so I just need to organize, like clear my mind first. But like before coming back to Japan, I have to make this experience like more valuable, and like I just broaden my mind. Like I think, yeah, that's really, I cannot say like a really like one specific thing, but like this experience like helps me a lot.
So you said that you want to broaden your mind. How much longer are you in Canada? When are you going back to Japan?
I planning like to stay like another year.
So you think in the next year you're gonna do more to broaden your horizons, to help yourself grow more in Canada?
Yes, like actually like I'm just working like on my company. Like this is my first year, so it's gonna be like the next year is gonna be like a second year. So like actually my boss is like asking me like more stuff to do, so I think I have more chance to talk to like other people, like, and I have like more opportunities to do something like different. So yeah, I think like now like working is gonna like help me like grow like more. So
That's
I'm
great.
just focusing on like working now.
That's great. My only concern for you is, I don't know, but because you're in an environment that, although your boss is Japanese, but he lives in Canada, so he came to Canada for some reason also, that they give you more opportunities. They let you try things. They let you take risk and do things. Maybe you come up with an idea. And I think that's great. That's like a Western culture, right? America, Canada, because it's built on results usually. They want to take risks. They want results. But in Japan, everything a lot of times at companies is kind of set, it's just like, and so you may go into a company in Japan that they only let you do this, and it takes, and you just came to the company, so it's going to take a long time to move up. It's not going to be like this, it's going to be like this. So I guess that would be my worry for you. I don't know, maybe you'll be fine, but in my experiences of living in Japan, I have experienced this really slow progress, and even if I have new ideas and have what about this? What about this? Well, one, I'm a foreigner, I guess, so no one takes me so serious. But two is that they're not in the risk taking, as you said. And so I hope that you will, maybe because you're Japanese, and maybe you'll be able to show them that you can do a lot of things, and maybe they'll be more apt, or maybe you work for a company that's more of a risk-taking company. But I would say the majority of Japanese companies are still very conservative, and I think you might struggle a little bit when you go back. What do you think?
Like I just realized like there's a different like working style like Canada and like in Japan. So actually Canada is like pursue like more their career. So like they just work like 2 years, 3 years at the company. So they just go, they quit it, and so just go next company in the same field. But like in Japan, like the people like working like at the company give them like a different position. Like the Japanese company like try them to keep in the same company. So that is like totally different from like Japanese and Canadian like a working culture. So actually like I don't know like what's gonna do in Japan, because I didn't work in like Japanese like company in Japan. Actually like I just do some like suggestion to my to my boss, and like if she understand like what I'm doing, like she said yes, and she give me like, she allow me to do like more stuff, and like actually like this is like a lot fun now for me.
So Hiroki, I'm telling you, it's going to be very different when you go back to Japan. That this idea of having opportunities and sharing ideas, like you, I worked in the university for 20 years, right? So university education is very different than from working in a company. The last 5 years I've been working in two companies, a small company and a larger company, but completely different than teaching, and just so, I guess the word is conservative. And yet, even though if people say change, I want change, and then so that's why they hire me, my idea of change and their idea of change is completely different. It almost has like a different meaning. So I said, I thought you hired me for change. You wanted, they said kaikaku, right? Reform. I said, yeah, that's what I want to do. Once I go into the company, it's all like disappeared. Like what happened to what we talked about? So just be prepared that when you go back to Japan, and especially you're going to be older and you're going to enter into the company and you're going to have all these ideas and experiences. And if you go into the right company, great. If you have like maybe a gaishike, a foreign company, or a company that maximizes your talents and your experiences, wonderful. But the majority of Japanese companies are not going to be like that. And I think you're going to feel that kind of like I did, but even not as much as me, but still it's kind of like you feel very constricted. So get all the experience you can now, learn everything you can, but just prepare yourself in another year when you go back to Japan. You may find that it's very conservative, not risk-taking, and maybe a little boring for you, I don't know. I'm just guessing, but I'm extreme, right? But, even you, I think, after 2 years, like you tell me now, I'm thinking like, great, your boss, Japanese, but she's saying, yeah, if you have a good idea, yeah, go try it, Hiroki, do that. They're willing to take risk, right? In Japan, not really. And so maybe I'm working at the wrong companies, but that's the impression that I've had working for 2 companies, and that's after teaching for 20 years. That I think I'm like, wow, pretty crazy. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Do you have anything you want to say to that?
Oh, okay. I think, yeah, it sounds you had a really tough time like in Japanese company, and this is really like hard. Yeah, like I don't know what's gonna do. I think I just gonna quit that company if I feel like really uncomfortable. And if you say if I have chance to be hired like in a foreign company, I'm just go into that. Like I just feel like that, like Japanese companies too like conservative. They are not like taking a risk. Yeah, it doesn't sound for me. So actually I have no idea, but like I have to like try like first, like if I made some mistake and they just make it fixed. But like I think I'm gonna leave that company like as soon as possible. I just feel like that.
Okay. No, I don't know. You might get lucky, or you might be very flexible and maybe it's easy. And you being Japanese, maybe you're able to fit in really easy. Yeah, I have struggled a lot, even though I have a Japanese face and I have a Japanese name. I have struggled, but I understand that's part of life, right? That's why I was asking you about that. But okay, so lastly, Hiroki, if someone was watching, let's say a young Japanese university student or high school student, they were watching this video, what would be advice that you would give to them? Would you say you should study abroad or you should not? Or what would your advice be to a young Japanese person who is maybe interested in studying abroad? What would it be?
Just take a risk to like just do what they want to do. Yeah, I just feel like I'm kind of like a risk taker, and like I really like feel like good on my way, and like I can be responsible for my life more now. While world like all global world is really changing, so it's really good chance to be exposed like in a really different situation, different like environment. Actually, like if they have like something, you want to do something, like just do it.